Hello everyone, my name is Bryce, and today I'm going to be going over my NFC predictions from worst to first. So, this division is tough. In my opinion, I see three teams that all have a chance to make it. And y'all, of course, know who the last one is. That was my vent. So, yeah, here we go. Starting off, last place, of course, I have as the Detroit Lions. Now, I'm sorry if the images looks pixelated. I didn't know it would look like this. So, yeah. Anyways, the Detroit Lions, they're an interesting team. I originally had them going 4-12, but I think that maybe Jeff Okuda could improve. And even DeAndre Swift, I think they're finally going to start utilizing the run game. So, in my opinion, their team is more or less, I'd say, who knows? Before the schedule released, I had them as before the schedule release, I said that, well, not to you guys, but I said that DeAndre Swift would be a good addition. I thought they were going to go 7-9, but anyways, let's look at their schedule. So they open up the NFL season against the Chicago Bears at home in Ford Field. I think that they lose this one, start out with a loss. You're at Green Bay. I think you lose this one too. You're at Arizona. You lose that one too. You're at home against the Saints. Could be an interesting matchup, but I think you lose this one too. Head into the bye week, and you have a million questions, in my opinion. So you're at Jacksonville. You get a win here. You're at Atlanta. I think you lose this. You're at home against the Colts. I think you sneak away with a win against the Colts, and you're now and you're not 2-5. I had to do math in my head. So now you're at Minnesota. You lose this. You're at home against the Redskins. I think you steal one here. You go to 3-6 on the year. You're at Carolina. Listen, I think you're gonna win this one. You go to 4-6. You're at home against the Texans. The Texans are a huge wild card. I have you winning this one as well. Go to 5-6. You're at Chicago. You lose this one. Go to 5-7. You're at home against the Packers. I think you steal one from the Packers as well. You're 6-7. You have hopes for the playoffs. You're at Tennessee. You lose this one. And your hopes for the playoffs are over. Or you lose at home against Tampa Bay, but you're at home against the Vikings. Finish out with a win and go 7-9. In my opinion, but still last place in the NFC North. And of course, that's the last place. That's the Detroit Lions. Third place in the division, I have as the Minnesota Vikings. And now, the Vikings are an interesting team. You just added Justin Jefferson. I don't know how Justin Jefferson didn't go to the Eagles, but Justin Jefferson, in my opinion, isn't going to have a breakout year yet. I think next year will be his year, but this year, I don't know. Well, looking at their schedule, you're at home. You're opening up the season at home against the Packers. I think you win this one. You're at Indianapolis. I think I think the Colts can just sneak away with this one. After the Colts being a potentially good team, you're at home against the Titans. I think you lose this one. You're at Houston. I think you lose this one too. You're at Seattle. I think you lose this. You're at home against the Falcons. You lose this. You win this one. And you're 2-4 heading to the bye week. You're at Green Bay. I think that's a loss. You're at home against the Lions. I think you win this one. You go to 3-5. You're at Chicago. You lose this one. You're 3-6. You're at home against Dallas. I think you steal one from Dallas. Go to 4-6. You're at home against the Panthers and Jaguars. Both, I think, are going to be wins. You're 6-6. You're at Tampa Bay. You lose this one. You're 6-7. You're at home against the Bears. I think you win this one. And you're 7-7. You're at New Orleans. More or less a revenge game. I think you snatch one from the Saints. Although it's a regular season game, I think you win this one at New Orleans on Christmas. Then, January 3rd, you take on the Detroit Lions at Ford Field, and you lose this one. And you pretty much already are out of the playoffs. 8-8 is my final prediction for the Minnesota Vikings. Next, number 2 team in the NFC North, I have as the Chicago Bears. Now, before you call me maybe a homer, you could call me a homer. I don't care about that. Because, well, yeah, I am a Bears fan. Listen, I think they made some really good offseason moves. Listen, you signed Robert Quinn, and I think that's a huge addition to a team. You signed Ted Ginn, another good addition. In the NFL draft, you got Cole Kmet, which I think not this year, but next year could have a breakout season. And you also got a huge steal at 50 by selecting Jalen Johnson. In my opinion, probably one of the best people on the board. One of the best, best person on, actually, I think he was a top 5 person on my board when the Bears were picking. So, looking at their schedule, they have the 13th toughest schedule in the league. And they have 4 primetime games. 4. I'm not nervous. What happened to my screenshot? What? Okay, whatever. You can still see Green Bay Packers at the bottom anyway. So you open up the season at Detroit. I think you win this one. So you have your home opener against the Giants. I think you snag one from them. You're at Atlanta. I think you lose against the Falcons. And you're now at home against Indianapolis. Yes. And you win this one. You go to 3-1. You're at home against the Buccaneers. I think you snag one from the Buccaneers because it's early in the season. I feel like the best time to play against, I'm pretty sure like lots of people have been saying, the best time to play against the Vikings is early in the season. I think in the first 5 weeks of the season, it's when you should play the Buccaneers. And the Bears have them on week 5. Okay. Now, you're at Carolina. You win this one. You're at Los Angeles. I think you might lose this one. I think you do lose. So, you're 5-2. You're at home against the Saints. Tough game. Could be a high-scoring game. But because of the Saints roster, I think you have the best roster in the league. I think you'll lose this one as well. You're at Tennessee. I think that you could snag this one, but I doubt it. So, I think you win. I think you lose this one as well. You're 5-3, but you take home a win against the Vikings, and you go to 6-3 on the year. Heading into the bye week, you're at Green Bay. Hey, listen, I think at this, it's the game. This is the game. And to prove yourself, but I don't think you can win it. I think you'll lose this one. You're to 6-4. You're at home against Detroit. You win this one, and you go to 7-4. You're at home against the Texans. I think you lose this one. I think you win. No, actually not lose. I think you win this one. You're 8-4. You're at Minnesota. I think you lose this one. And I can remember what their record is. Hold on. Sorry, I have to wait for this. Hold on. So you're 8-5 now. You're at Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville will get the upset. Wait, I messed it up. I messed it up again. Hold up. You're 8-6. You're at Jacksonville, and yeah, I forgot. They weren't going to lose against Jacksonville, so they win that one. You're 9-6. You have a chance. You are basically locked in as in the playoffs. You're not really. The Vikings are in hopes of the playoffs, but I think they lose. But I said they lose their game. I had the Bears win against the Packers in the final game of the season, and they finish out the season 10-6, second in the NFC North, and I have them as the number 6 seed. Wait, what? Oh, come on! Anyways, I forgot to do the Packers screenshots. Great. So anyways, I'm going to have to go to Safari now. And basically, you have the Packers, whom in my opinion are the NFC North champions. And I'm so unprepared for this. I don't usually make videos. Why would I make a video? So anyways, to start the season on the road against Minnesota, you lose this one. You're at home against the Lions. I think you snag one from them. You're at New Orleans. You get the loss here. You're at home against the Falcons. I think you get the win here. You're 2-2 heading to the bye week. But I think things are going to start getting on the uphill trend. You're at Tampa Bay, however. You lose this one, though. So you're at Houston. I think you win this one. Go to 3-3. You're at home against the Vikings. You go to 4-3 on the year. Then you got Thursday Night Football against the 49ers in Santa Clara. Forgot where they are. And you go to 4-4. You're at home against the Jaguars. You go to 5-4. You get the win. You're at Indy. I think you win this one too. Go to 6-4. You're at home against the Bears. Snag one from them. Go to 7-4. You're at home against the Eagles, but I think you lose this one. Then you go to 6-5. You're at Detroit. Get the. I can't remember if they. Okay, never mind. Anyway, I think you get the win here. Actually, no, wait. No, I'd be losing this one. Wait. Oh no, wait. The Lions supposed to go 6-10. Never mind. So yeah, you get the win here again at Detroit. And you're at home against the Panthers. And then you get the win. You're at home against the Titans. And then you lose this one. No way. Okay, I think you snag one here. You snag one. You're at Chicago. You lose, but you've already got divisional games in the bag. You're 4-2 each. Yeah, you're 4-2 each in the division. But I think you still snag it. You're the 4 seed, and you get the win in the division. So in my opinion, the Packers finish out the year at 10-6, but are number 1 in the NFC North due to tiebreakers. I think the Bears are second in the division. They go 10-6 as well. I think the Vikings go. Where I have them going? Oh yeah, I'm going at 8-8, and I have the Lions going 6-10. So those are my predictions. And what's going on with my Wi-Fi? I'll see you later.